always wanted a wheel hoe to keep the weeds out of my compacted pathways in my market garden. So I finally decided to get a Hoss Single Wheel Hoe. It comes with 3 cultivator teeth and it's made in the USA. And I liked it because it has a plain old metal wheel. I was looking at Neversink farm where he has kind of a pneumatic wheel. I just thought that would be a lot of maintenance. And so then I started thinking, okay, what kind of blades do I want it to have? And they have a number of different options. My pathways are 12 inches, and so I thought, okay, it would be reasonable then to get some attachments like a 12-inch blade. But then I thought, well, maybe that's going to kind of knock the sides of my beds a little bit too much, and maybe I should get something smaller. So I went ahead and decided to also get a 6-inch blade. They have the 12-inch, and I got that, and then also the 6-inch, and I got that as well. So I realized if I had read the directions first, I need to rub the handles with boiled linseed oil, and I also need to glue the dowel between the handles before I can actually screw it all together. Okie dokie, folks. So after a year of having this wheel hoe, I am finally now putting the handles on the wheel itself. Okie dokie, so here's the dowel. It just supposed to put a little bit of wood glue in the ends, and then there's a couple of screws that go on the outer sides, the outside there, and so I gotta get some glue. Let's put a load in there. Should I? Is this gonna goo around? Do I want it to kind of like goo out?
Yeah, don't I want it to get like kind of... Oh no, you know what's happening? It's probably going out the screw end. Oh my gosh. It's probably all over the floor. Okay. Right? It's totally on the floor. Okay, so I've got my little hoe on him. And got 2 bolts to tighten down. And so he looks like this. See? Tomorrow he gets to go outside and play. So I have a 6-inch blade and a 12-inch blade right there. So I've got the 6-inch blade on, and I thought since I've got that on already, I'm just going to give it a try. And so here we go, folks. I kind of wanted to be able to pull it back, like work it like this, so that I wouldn't then go and step on the already weeded path and smash everything down. Now they were saying that the handles, if you're short like me, I'm 5'3", that they might be too long and you'd have to shorten them. So we'll see. So let's try it going forward. These pathways are pretty compacted down and it's actually going through it really pretty nicely. I didn't want to have to kind of try and have to maintain a tire with air in it, but at the same time I thought it would be probably nicer to have a pneumatic tire, but because maybe this would wobble around too much, but it seems to be fine. And of course long-term wear and tear, that'll be something I figure out, you know, in the long term. But anyway, yeah, let's try the 12-inch blade. I'm not sure if it's turning on the back or not. It'd be nice to have just a little socket to get this off real quick. Ah. Okay. Set that little fellow aside. I've got everything falling on the ground. Okay. So this has already got the bolts in it. everything's getting dropped. Okay, so then this guy goes in here. Okay, so we got the nut on that thing. So the holes are too wide to go in these back holes, so you have to put in this slot dealy whopper here. Yeah, man. Oh, then I'd have to have a deep socket. I hate crescent wrenches.
I ended up using this wheel hoe through the 2020 gardening season and really liked it. It made weeding the pathways so much easier and so much quicker. So that was great. I did use the 12-inch blade the whole time and never switched it back to the 6-inch because that larger size worked great for the 12-inch pathways that I have. Some tips would be to keep the blade sharp because I noticed it was getting kind of dull towards the end of the season and wasn't cutting through as well in that compacted soil. As far as the wooden handles, I never did oil them, but I do keep the tool out of the weather. I would recommend knocking the edges of the wood off with some sandpaper or something because they're kind of sharp. Not dangerously so, but just, kind of uncomfortable. I probably will end up shortening the handles at some point so that the tool fits me better. But for now, I'm just using it as is. And if I do that in the future, I will make a video and show you guys how I did it and leave that in the video description below. I can't make a comparison, between this tool and any other wheel hoe because I've never tried any other type of wheel hoe. But this one is a nicely made tool, and I would recommend getting a wheel hoe if you want to make weeding easier.